Hi there and welcome to another instalment. I've come to North Wales today and I'm in the Carneddau range. I'm in the northern part of it, which is much quieter than the side that joins on with the Ogden Valley and the main summits Llewellyn, Carneddau. But the beauty of this part of the range is that it's very quiet. It's also very wild. Lots of huge valleys, big skies, that sort of thing. It's quite grassy ridges, but there are some rocky outcrops as you make your way up. So the objective today is to head to one of those rocky outcrops and try and get a photograph of this amazing scenery. Now I did come up yesterday actually, just to see what these rocky outcrops look like, and I found two potential compositions and I'm heading back to one of them now. So it's a steep ascent, rucksack weighs an absolute ton, so it's going to take an hour and a half or so to get there, but I'll plod on and I'll catch up with you at the top. Okay, so we've just crossed over onto sort of open countryside now. There's one more stile to scale and then it's onto the moorlands. But you can see behind me here we've got some beautiful sort of low-lying cloud that's sweeping in, and it's meant to be sort of a mix of these kind of conditions, so hopefully I'll be able to get quite a dramatic shot depending on what the clouds decide to do. Of course I've got no control over that, but we'll just see how we get on. We've got, as I say, one more stile to go, and then there's quite a steep pull up a hill to head towards where these rocks are, so I'm not looking forward to that, but I've got no choice really if we want to get the photograph. Okay, so this is the steepest part of the walk directly ahead. It doesn't look like much, but it's certainly a good pull. I don't know if you can just make out on the top. We've got our first Carneddau pony, and when I checked this route out yesterday, there's quite a few of them dotted about. So it's quite nice to have a bit of sort of wild company up here. But if I just turn around, you can see the valley is starting to fill up with cloud, which could be both a good or a bad thing, depends on how full the valley gets. But yeah, it's certainly dramatic. So just stop for a quick breather and then hit this hill, get that out of the way, and then it's not too far from there to this rocky escarpment I found yesterday. So yeah, looking forward to this. Okay, almost there. So these two rocky lumps nearest the camera, those are the one on the right hand side is the one I'm aiming for, so basically almost there now. Now there are some higher and more rocky ridge lines in the background, but I didn't get a chance to check those out yesterday because they were all in cloud. So to save wandering over there to try and get something, or I'm not sure what the opportunities are for compositions, I'm going to stick with this one immediately in front of us and see if I can set something up. I did some test shots yesterday with my digital camera, so I'm pretty confident there'll be something there. And we've even got some Carneddau ponies for company as well, so this is turned out to be a nice afternoon. Okay, so I've started taking some photos, and it's quite windy up here on this ridge. So I've been battling with the dark cloth. It's been like a mainsail on a yacht at times, trying to keep it from blowing away. But anyway, I've taken a couple of photographs on Kodak Hector with this ridge, this small collection of rocks in the foreground, and I managed to get one with one of these Carneddau ponies just off to my left hand side, hoping that turned out, because that'll really be a sort of a lovely image if it comes out, because those ponies are sort of an integral part of this landscape. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that comes out. Now, there were two of them, and I'm not sure whether one of them was half in the shot or not, because it's once you've set the composition up, you can't go back and look through the viewfinder again once you've taken the dark cloth away. So hoping that will come out, but the ponies disappeared anyway, so I took another one of the same composition, and now I'm just waiting for sort of the light to do what it will do. I'm going to sort of hang around until probably not quite sunset, but enough to get some nice shadows and it picking out the sort of the topography of the mountains. I'm liking the sort of the amount of clouds that we've got here. So yeah, I'll get back on to trying to get a couple of more images. Okay, so I've got the last sheet of Kodak Hector and the camera ready to expose. I'm just waiting for the light to fall on the mountains in the distance, the way I sort of visualise this picture working. But I don't know how long I'm going to have to wait for that to happen, and it's absolutely freezing up here, so I'll probably end up retreating to some shelter. But hopefully I'll get the sunlight where I want it before that happens, because otherwise it'll be a bit disappointing. But there you go, it's the way it works with landscape photography in the mountains, I suppose. But I did manage to get one last shot with my final sheet of Kodak Hector. I think I got the best of the what the light was going to do, so I took the opportunity and took that photograph. And as it happened, once I'd done that, the sun did start to go in behind some clouds, and it got a bit more murky. So I got it at the right time, really. The only thing that's concerning me slightly was once I'd got the first two shots taken, and I was messing around grabbing a cup of tea and all that stuff, and when I went back up to the camera, I slipped and nudged the camera a little bit and didn't think too much of it because it didn't look like it had moved. But after I'd taken that final shot, when I came to pat the camera away, I did notice that the rear standard had shifted slightly, so I'm not sure how much of an impact that's going to make. It might have ruined the picture, to be honest. So, but oh well, it is what it is. I've got two shots for definite, and I've got one in black and white. So if the last one does come out, then great. But if it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. It's more than anything, it's been a really good, albeit cold, trip up into the mountains to take some photos. So with that, I'm going to head off, start making my way back to base, and put the heating on full, I think, because it's a bit Arctic up here. So there we go. I'll make my way back down. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, once again, if you give it a thumbs up, and if you consider subscribing to my channel, hit that bell notification to keep up to date with my future videos. But yeah, thanks for joining me, and see you on the next one.